In a previous video, I shared how presence transforms everyday activities, and just wanted to explore that some more in some everyday examples. This transformative nature of presence and how one can transform everyday activities, and that's experienced in one's life. It's also a transmission. It can also be felt by others. That presence is the true gift. And it's why certain gifts stand out in your life. You can recall some gifts that you've received and see how, in a way, they're more meaningful. Something touches you, they're felt. They stand out amongst the others. Think of, if you have kids, your gifts that you receive from your kids, often handmade. In that previous video, I spoke about how handcrafted gifts is an authentic expression. It's experienced as art. Those gifts that are handcrafted are typically more valued. That authenticity, that one-of-a-kind nature by something that's handcrafted. You experience that with these gifts that you may have received from your children, maybe just in their school, some sort of holiday gift, Thanksgiving gift, or Christmas gift, or an Easter gift, or something like that. You see that it touches your heart. You see that it moves you. There's something that feels so real about that gift. And that's the presence. That presence can be transmitted through that gift because it's an expression of it. That gift, when it's handcrafted, it's infused with that presence. In that previous video, I spoke about how when we slow down, it's those activities that are often slower, less convenient, a little bit more work is involved. And this is something that we have, as a society, been disconnected from. These sort of everyday rituals where something is slow cooked, simmered. Something takes time. But now you see how we've moved away from that. We want everything quick and fast and now. Convenient. Comfort has sort of replaced that deep connection. We're seeing this even more so with the prevalence of AI. So you see how you can really stand out when you speak from your heart in a world where most are transitioning to having AI write their emails for them in some way, shape, or form. You see how a handwritten letter stands out. It's so unique. Something's felt. You've taken the time, the effort to do something that we've sort of forgotten in a way. And like that, it's felt that you truly matter, that you're cared for enough that someone slows down, takes that extra effort and that intention to write that letter. Could they have just simply had AI like ChatGPT write an email? Of course. But they chose to write that letter, sort of that personal touch. And this is very much like how you receive certain gifts. And you're quick to throw it away. It doesn't really hold that meaning, that value, that symbolism. Yet there's a Christmas ornament that you hang on your tree each year that your son made or your daughter made when they were in grade 1. It's why you may frame one of their pictures from elementary school. It's why you may wear their beaded bracelet or necklace. It's authentic. It's real. You see that in these examples. There's something that's raw. It's not so polished. Your child's macaroni necklace isn't going to be so polished, but yet there's something more real than a store-bought necklace. There could be typos in that handwritten letter, words crossed out, the writing that's slanted, it's not straight across the page, smudges of the ink. It's not going to be free of errors if you had ChatGPT write it, and yet something feels more alive in that handwritten note than one that's digital, written by artificial intelligence. So you see what I'm getting at here, and of course you've probably experienced this in your life. Some of these examples. And it's why those who know the value of presence and really live more soulfully, they infuse what they create, what they do with their soul, because they see that that's actually the most valuable, I gotta say it like this, thing. Of course, it's not a thing, but that's the most valuable, your presence. And when you infuse that into something, it's felt. You transmit that presence. You may say it's love or care or intention or your time or your effort, but these sort of ordinary gifts could be something very simple. Something like giving your neighbor a jar of pasta sauce that you made from scratch, or pickles, or anything pickled, or these sort of gifts like that. You carve something, engrave something, knit something. Those sort of handmade gifts, they are so meaningful. It's felt. It's a joy to create because it's your authentic expression. And that authenticity, that presence is the real gift. And you see, when you give that gift and it's received, then it touches someone's heart in such a way that it takes them back to the heart. They feel that presence. They feel that love. And you see, it's more meaningful. It holds more value. Something like that. A hand-knitted scarf, or a hat, or mittens. It's more valuable than ones that you could just simply order online and give to your granddaughter or your grandson. Because they can feel it's infused with that presence. It transmits love. So you're most likely know what I'm talking about here. Most likely live this life where you know the value of those things and see how it's not really common in our world today. Like I said before, it's usually seen as something that takes longer, takes more time, more effort, is more inconvenient than other options. Why would you make a scarf? Just buy one on Amazon for $10. Why would you make pickles or pickle something in a jar, or make homemade jam, or you could just go to the store and just buy a loaf of bread. But you see, it's like they missed the point. But those who are open, they can feel that gift. They know the true value of that gift. And like I said before, it's a gift. And that gift is experienced through and as both the giver and the receiver. It's a gift to give, it's a gift to receive. And this is where the words fail. The giver and the receiver are one. Though I use the word transmission, it fails to communicate that unity, that oneness. Because it implies that something is transmitting to another. It's very ironic because when you stop trying to create something perfect, you start creating something that's real. When you stop seeking perfection, like I said in that example of the letter, there's typos, so what? The writing is slanted, so what? You smudge the ink with your hand as you're writing, so what? When it's not so polished, that's where we see that what we might consider imperfections, we actually come to love. It's what gives it character. And really, the person or the persona as the character is those very imperfections. So when you stop trying to be perfect and you just simply be yourself, then you see that those imperfections are really what you come to love, what others come to love. It's what makes you one of a kind. In one of the previous videos, I don't know if it was the same one, I shared how I just absolutely love things that are handcrafted because they're so unique. It's not like made on an assembly line. So this beautiful live edge table, walnut wooden table that I have. It's a desk. It's got so much character. It's an irregular shape. There's notches out of it. The grain is there. It's got some curve in the front. The live edge on the outside. It's a work of art. And it's just so natural. And it's because of that character. The notch, it's not a perfect rectangle. It's curved and notched and there's grooves and it's not totally flat. It dips, it curves, it contours in certain parts of it. There's part that has the live edge, part that it's already fallen off. chipped away. It's all of that character that I love about it. And it's no different with yourself. That these things that make you human is the character. And you see, but when you embrace your humanity, you're embracing all those little imperfections that then, when accepted, aren't seen as imperfections. It's just simply seen as the character of being whole. Like that table in its wholeness, the grain, the contours, the live edge, the bark, all those things is what makes it so unique. And it's no different with yourself. They're all just different facets of you. Just like facets of a diamond. It's the facets, the different cuts of that diamond that the light simply shines through. It's those facets that allow the light to dance. The brilliance of that presence shines through the character as the character, as that dance. That you call the human experience or life. So it's an invitation to slow down, perhaps take that longer way, the less convenient way. Like I said, there's no shortcuts on this journey. When you seek shortcuts on this journey, you cut yourself short. So you embrace the longer way, the less convenient way. The less comfortable way. Like the handwritten letter, the macaroni necklace, live edge table, knitted mittens. And in that journey, you discover something real. You discover who you truly are. And if you'd like to be guided on that journey, I invite you to join me on the journey of truth.